Some passengers have the dirtiest habits on board, and I honestly don't get it. Does a brain stop working in midair? People walking barefoot in toilets, covered in vomit, poop and blood. It happens a lot, and there are a few bad surprises you can catch, like feet corns. If you don't know what that is, keep watching. With several million flying kilometers under my belt, I can assure you there are quite a few disgusting things going on in a plane. And I sincerely hope nobody walks barefoot around the aircraft ever again after watching this. Hey, I'm Zdenka, welcome to the channel. Most of my experiences come from flying Emirates, both as cabin crew and as a passenger. Any stories I'm about to share are most certainly relevant for any airline out there. Thanks for hopping on board. Let's get into it. I've seen it more times than I can count. Passengers walking barefoot into aircraft toilets, casually like it's a beach. The problem? It's not water on the floor. It's usually a mix of urine, spilled disinfectant, or a mix of both with diluted poop. Sometimes blood-stained tissues, sometimes vomit. And if you step in it with even the tiniest cut or blister, you are exposed. No joke, this is one of the easiest ways to pick up fungal infections, warts, or worse. Even if your blanket is sealed in plastic, that doesn't mean it's clean. Crew and passengers find long strands of hair, coarse, black, curly woven between fibers. Sealed doesn't mean free of hair. Sometimes the washing machine and dryer misses a piece of debris, food or hair, and you end up finding it in your sealed blanket. So if you're sensitive to hygiene, maybe bring your own travel blanket or dress up warmer. Okay, the bathroom's too dirty, so let's walk around in the cabin bare feet, why don't we? The floor looks clean, but it's not. Most aircraft get a vacuum, not a wash. That means anything that's dried up, like vomit residue, baby pee and poop, spilled milk, blood, feces, is still there. Aircraft need to perform fast turnarounds on ground to make money for the airline. Every second counts. There are over 500 passengers per flight leg, so you've got a pretty disgusting carpet under your toes. And again, microcuts or open skin on your feet? That's all it takes to walk away with a wart or worse. Just to make sure how terrible that is, a corn is a condition that affects your skin, so much so that you need to pull it out and treat it before it spreads to other areas of your body. And to remove it, you need to dig deep. It's shocking how much material you need to pull out of your feet to fix this condition. You can keep walking barefoot if you want, if you don't like walking for a few months afterwards. If you're having fun with this video, hit like and subscribe to support the channel. This one is terrifying. Cabin crew are required to do security checks before flights, and you'd be shocked by finding diabetes needles, used syringes, and razor blades casually stuffed into seat pockets. Some are kept, others aren't. Crew do their best to spot them, but being under extreme time pressure during searches, sometimes there's no time to dig deep, which means you could be the next one reaching in next. This personally never happened to me, but even at the training college, they kept on warning us about this issue. Crew are trained not to put hands deep in seats' pockets, but rather taking the contents out instead. Be careful, you could be next. Speaking of seat pockets, don't treat them like a drawer. They are one of the most disgusting places on the airplane. I've personally found vomit, used chewing gum stuck to the inside, even soiled napkins, and God knows what else. And what do most people do? They shove their headphones, masks, phones, snacks in there. Please stop. Get a travel pouch instead. Cleaners don't wash seat pockets unless they are dirty, and the safety cards aren't sanitized. They are the same ones from the 90s. Okay, that's not true, but they are filthy. These next are the most dangerous, and they don't just involve hygiene, they involve safety. Some passengers secretly vomit into paper cups and leave them in the seat pocket or hide it under their seat. Why? Maybe they are too embarrassed or too lazy to throw it out. Anyways, these cups leak, smell, and contaminate anything nearby. And if you're sitting next to it, you are breathing it in for hours. Since these surprises are usually very well hidden by passengers, they go often unnoticed. So unless staff physically find it, that cup could end up being in that hidden spot for several flights for several days. And if you do find it while cleaning the aircraft, just the act of grabbing it could make it burst and splash all over the place. This happened directly to a colleague and a friend of mine on his flight. It's more common for this to happen on flights coming from Brazil. We are actually told by the company to double-check for signs and symptoms of heavily intoxicated and impaired passengers on some routes, specifically to prevent drugs from entering the UAE, or worse, a death on board, which is what happened on this flight. If any of this concealed drug ruptures from within, the passenger will begin acting irrationally, become aggressive, and fight for his life, obviously. I don't want to over-explain here, I'll make another video about this in the future, but blood, vomit, and drugs are involved pretty much everywhere. That should be another reason for you not to go barefoot around the aircraft or trusting the cleanliness of the bathrooms and tray tables. You literally have no idea what happened in the previous hundreds of millions of flying hours before you sat down in that seat of yours. Believe it or not, some passengers attempt to engage in intimate acts right in their seats, often under a blanket or in the toilets. It's uncomfortable for everyone around to see, obviously, but poses hygiene concerns for the next passengers flying in those seats. Cleaners don't sanitize things unless visibly dirty. Flight attendants have had to intervene in such situations, making it awkward for all the ones involved. This happens a lot also in first-class suites, where doors go shut and have extra privacy. Some parents choose to change their baby's diapers on the tray tables, the same surfaces where meals are served. Despite the availability of changing tables in the lavatories, this practice continues, leading to contamination and health risks for subsequent passengers. E. coli are feces bacteria, which can be very dangerous if ingested. Imagine reaching your holiday destination ready for a wonderful 5-day toilet experience. Not the best, I'd say. Passengers clipping their fingernails or toenails during a flight is more common than you'd think. The clippings often end up on the floor or in the seat pocket, creating an unsanitary and really disgusting environment for others. Imagine putting your face mask or eye shades in the seat pockets, only to take them out with stuck yellowish nails to them. Jesus! So, are you still planning to walk barefoot on your next flight? Are you going to eat that mousse au chocolat that accidentally dropped on the tray table? And will you be careful to the other mousse au chocolat in the seat pocket? If this opened your eyes or disgusted you just enough, give this video a like and share it with a friend who needs to see it, or that walks barefoot too. A bit of a humiliation helps in these cases. And let me know in the comments, what's the grossest thing you've ever seen or experienced on a flight? If you're curious of the wars going on between flight attendants and their managers in the Emirates airline, watch this video here on the screen. It's super funny, I promise. Thanks for watching and holding your vomit in with us. Catch you in the next one. Safe travels!